They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Chicago Bears. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. You look at this Bears defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, right is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Bears take over. At their own 40-yard line. Here we go. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Fields. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. 3rd and 8. Now it's Fields. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bears had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that.
There he goes, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. He's got a Bears touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like in the start of the game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now Wilson on second down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Wilson. Get him down, but he does reach the 5. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Wilson. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Running on first down, Eckler. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football with the triple option, you've actually called that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. You talk about this Rams defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Here we go. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to look deep for more. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Now the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise I knew he was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now Wilson on first down. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Touchdown, LA! Van Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At their own 23-yard line. Here we go, son. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Eckler, they run left side. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Cam Akers, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Jump slant. Extend. Hey, Chan. Tonight.
Play action. It's Fields. Going up top for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. On first down, Fields. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he stopped for no gain. And that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Hey, 5:51. Hey, Chan. Is it all right?
Here's Fields now on second down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 91 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Once more, here's Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Angel, go.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Now a signal and a timeout call as he comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And that'll bring him back within 4. So not the strongest of kicks we've seen him make, but he gets a favorable bounce, and it's 3 points all the same.
Yeah, that was one of those where he needed the 6-iron, but he pulled out the 9-iron. That one was run out of gas quickly, but he does manage to pop it over the bar.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Hey, no, Monday. Hey, Ken.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. They'll fire deep, looking for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the ball ends up out of bounds. So it'll be a loss on the play. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's out to the flat for Akers. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Going deep this time for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held him, they might go for it again.
Oh, and an injured member of the offense there. It's the quarterback, Zach Wilson, in some distress. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
No muss, no muss. Right.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The tight end in motion right.
Mayday. Right.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
It's Eckler again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Open man here is Scott, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Right.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Go.
Fields on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. 1st and 10, here's Bennett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing here on 3rd, Bennett. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On the give, this is Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Stop sacked on the play by Jaquan Brisker.
So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Let's go.
2nd and 10. Going right back to Akers. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. And Bennett will look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Off the play fake, it's Bennett. He's going to take another shot here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Back to throw, Bennett. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
He's got him in, complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago! Scotty Miller, 73 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
It's caught at the run, and he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Rams.
On 1st and 10, Bennett. Akers back. The ball comes out. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy...
And he loses the football a second time. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills.
Yep.
And, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Following the fumble recovery, Fields.
That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Looking Austin Eckler's way again.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Right back to him on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 5.
Angel. Hey, can.
Up the middle with Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Easy.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Eckler is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Sanders will score. Touchdown, Chicago. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of the defense.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. This is 1st and 10. Bennett. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feet.
That is intercepted. And the Rams are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Now Bennett. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. They have it back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he's across for a touchdown. In the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal, you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
They'll try and run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
24.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Here's second down. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled inbounds. A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Chicago, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they will try